Hey there! My name is Val and I was born in Canada land during the freezing month of December. And although I was born right smack between a cowboy and an oil plant, since both my parents were French Canadians and moved back to Quebec where I lived the rest of my childhood and early adult life, this prevented me to fully learn English at a very young age. Quick fact, for those who don't know, Quebec's official language is French. But not the beautiful kind of French, like "Oh là là, mon chéri, comme je t'aime," but rather a more vulgarized French that contains a swear word here and there and still won't be offensive to Quebecers' ears, such as "Hey, toi, je t'aime en t'as même pas dit." So from preschool through high school, I went to a French school. That's a lot of school. And no, it's not immersion, it's just French, with a couple of English classes every week. Like 1 or 2, I forgot. But those were like teaching babies how to speak English, with a teacher who could barely speak English themselves. Okay, class, welcome to English as a second language. Let's learn how to count to 10, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4... And sure, there were a few English schools out there, but my parents, both being Quebecers, sent me to a French school. Which makes sense, of course. However, I loved music. And I loved movies. Not dubbed or anything, those sucked. But most of all, when I was a kid, I fluffing loved video games! And well, I still do. We have every consoles at home, aside from the Xbox One, because fluff that ship! I got a PC, that'll do! But I really wanted to learn how to read the dialogues that were said in the games, and not think that fuel low in the racing game was read as fuel low. Hey, your fuel is low? Maybe you gas, eh? So I grabbed the French-English dictionary my mother had in her bookshelf and started to look up every single word I didn't know when I was playing RPGs. Sure, I had a basic understanding of English from, watching movies and listening to songs and following the lyric sheets. Do you remember those? And the tape cassettes cases? What are tape cassettes, you ask? Okay, whatever. Just remember that I had a basic understanding of English. LOL. Let me tell you, in the times where games like Chrono Trigger would take average 20 hours to beat, me going through everyone's dialogues and translating them would take forever. But hey, I was learning. And by myself. Oh, by myself. The only trouble with video games back then is that no one would actually tell you how to pronounce the words. Only whatever the dictionary was telling you. Why is the E upside down? What does that mean? Hey, maybe it'll sound different if I'm upside down? Fuel. Nope. There's one word that comes back many times in video games such as Zelda and Final Fantasy when you're a kid. And that's sword. Why isn't it sword? S-O-R-D. Why the extra W? I spent my entire childhood thinking it was pronounced sword. Okay, let's do this. I have found the most amazing weapon in the game. The Master Sword. And I didn't even know some letters were silent. I'd play a fishing game and be like, hey, cool, I caught a salmon. Fun fact, I only recently found out you didn't pronounce the L in salmon. I just pronounced it again, what the heck? I even have proof of it. I used to record a podcast with my friend Josh and we had the exact same conversation. I also figured out that you don't pronounce the B in lamb. Or dumb. So, this dumb lamb love to eat salmon. Fluffing why? So after a while, I kind of learned by trial and error. Like when my first boyfriend's grandma laughed at me for saying smashed potatoes instead of mashed potatoes. If you think about it, you gotta smash the potato, right? And to this day, I still have problems pronouncing the word. But also the word whale, without it sounding like I'm saying whale, or vice versa. Whale. After many years of practicing and hanging out with English-speaking folks, I was able to refine my English to what it is today. Now that I live on the other side of Canada where it rains 10 months out of 12, I use English anytime I'm not home. But yeah, I guess this first video of mine is also meant as a, hey, this is why you'll hear my accent once in a while, and now you know. A fun fact, we adopted a cat here in BC and named her after the only French character in Fallout 4, Curie. And this is Miss Curie. Give her a thumbs up and also subscribe to this channel so you can see her more often. I don't know. I actually don't know if I'm doing a good French accent since I'm French. Anyways, bye!